Okay, something stupid's happening here. That's probably what that noise was too. Ching, 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 ching. Well, come on. So I can see the outline of the nut right on the surface of this. The nut was driven right down onto it, just like I'm doing. It's as if there's something missing in here. Something more should be in there, holding this up. Oh my gosh. Where would that be? Where would it have gone? Did it exist? Oh my gosh. Oh my. What has happened? I was right. There is something missing. It's a little tiny E-clip I failed to put on. That's going to hold this up. Yeah, okay, so E-clip was on my bench. I slid some sandpaper up here to do something and push the E-clip way up out of sight. Forgot about it. So it's supposed to go in there. Do it with a nut there. This is a tiny little clip. I don't know. The nut out of the way. Okay. Now we get this clip on. Okay, this should make a good difference now. No, there's no... Well, there's still a tiny amount of play, but you wouldn't want this too tight or it wouldn't spin. Put that nut back on. Yeah, a good deal of my work in this shop is discovering the mistakes I made along the way. Look at that. There we are. Okay. Solve that problem. Now, what would that have done to anything else? Let's see it operate again. If it's beginning to operate reliably, well, that's good. I mean, I'm not finding anything wrong with it. Okay, power on. Let's put in this. Whoops. Oh, how'd that happen? That shouldn't have happened. It's possible I just moved the tone arm quick enough to trigger the pickup. Yeah, it's not picking up by accident. Nice and quiet now, eh? No more ching ching ching. Did it stop? I don't think so. There's no records. Just when you think it's perfect. What happened? Maybe it's just screaming more lubrication, please. I'll trigger it. And it worked that time. I think it just needs some exercise at this point. So I'm a little bit familiar with the dual sounds, and that because my parents owned a dual turntable very similar to this, and I owned one too. And these sounds, they sound like a Gerard turntable. What's happening? There it goes. Okay, somehow in the midst of all this, it's started working, and I'm not too surprised. Like literally exercising it, getting some lubrication in, getting the lubrication spread around, may have been what did this. I don't think it was me, other than me just fiddling around here. So, I think the next step would be to play this through the stereo and hear what the stereo does with the sound from it. And that's not too hard. Everything's ready to go. So let's plug in the audio here into the phono over here. Can't quite see it. tape. Jeez, I just can't quite see the words there. Phono. First one is phono. Okay. Wait a minute. I gotta get a hold of the volume control here. Yeah, which one is that? First knob over yonder. First knob over. First shaft over. Oh yeah, it was turned way up. Okay, turn it down. And we gotta plug in the audio cord here. Now, do I know this is flipped onto phono? I don't think it is, actually. Gotta figure that out too. Phono. Phono, middle one to the outside. Middle one to the outside. There we are. Okay, this thing should be ready to play phono. Let's turn the record player on. Ooh, what was that sound? Somebody hear something there? Shouldn't hear anything because the volume's down. Hear something. Volume's not all the way down. Now it is. That channel. Where's the other one? Okay, there is a balance control here. Balance is the other extreme. It was all the way one way. Let's put it in the middle. And now for my listening pleasure. Oh, that's a tuning knob, Jim. That's not a volume here. Yep, both speakers. Balance is bad though. Let's try that. I don't know. So balance all the way one way. Still only the speaker producing sound. Now, this could be for numerous reasons. Not the least of which is the speaker may no longer be connected. It may have, so let's just turn off the phono. Yeah, phono. Yeah, it's still going here. Hey, let's try this. Oh my gosh, even that's working now. Huh. Great, great, great. Okay. I want to put this on radio and hear both speakers. So, volume down and AM top switch inward. Okay, top switch inward. And okay, so there's an AM radio playing out of here. I'm pointing over here. There's another speaker here. Tain't anything coming out of it. So anything at all. It's dead as a doornail. Stuck it up against my ear. Almost certainly the wires are disconnected. Okay, power off. And they're clipped around under here where we can't see them. I'm gonna flip this guy up. Flip him over. Flip him somewhere. Watch out. Short cord. Well, both clip leads are on there very solidly. I want to see that. Yeah. I'm pretty sure that's correct. Oh, really? Okay, volume down and the power back on. Balance control. You see, it's all the way to make this speaker go, and there's no go from that speaker. Why is that? And the wires come at the back of the speaker. No. There really is absolutely no sound. There's nothing whatsoever coming out of the speaker. Usually, you know, there's a hiss. Transistorized equipment, you expect a little bit of a hiss or a hum. Or in this case, we should be hearing that same AM radio sound. How come we aren't? What is there? Am I doing something stupid? That doesn't answer the question, but what was that? What did I just do? It was a speaker switch, isn't it? Oh, I turned the whole set right off. External speaker switch, speakers off, and reverse. Let's fool around with those switches. Okay, again, the balance. The balance is favoring this speaker. If it comes on, it'll be good and loud. Didn't do anything. Oh. That's odd. Now they're both on. One on, both on. What does that switch say? This is the mystery switch, isn't it? Speakers off and reverse. Maybe these switches swing further. Speakers off. Yeah. Speakers off. Speakers on. Speakers reverse. Now when I go in reverse, I hear it out of both speakers. Is that stereo coming out of there? Well, it can't be stereo right now. So let's go back to phono. Phono, make sure you get it right. I'm making a mistake during this. Phono on the outside middle. Switch. Phono's on. Maybe we get to play this again. Let's let it do the job. Do the job, man. And volume is down. Volume up. Both speakers, but the volume is full blast here. And like that. I turn it back down. Wait for the music to come up. Here, I'm too impatient. You know what it is? It's this speaker's working and this one isn't now. That's what's happening. So we're getting clear indications of a bad channel. Now we'll go back to the AM radio. Push the stop button, let it do its thing. Exercise is good for everything, I guess. Perfect. Look at that. Wow. Okay, so now we're listening to the AM radio hiss. I have to turn the volume up a fair ways. Okay. Coming out of that speaker only, and I will now reverse. Now it's coming out of here only. This is a bad sign. This is indicating that what this problem is doesn't have something to do with the record player. It's something more going on inside here. One channel not reproducing. Well, why would that be? He says wistfully. Actually, wistfully would be. Why would that be? That would be a wistful. Balance. Did I hear the balance? Still in the wrong spot. Let's do this. Turn this down. Put the balance in the middle. That speaker clearly, not this one. This one, not that one. And they're both off. Well, we should try more than the AM radio. So we'll try the FM radio and see what we can get from that. So we get the FM on by flipping the top switch the other way. That's FM. Turn it up. Barely hear a hiss. That speaker only. That's, oh, that was my CB radio came on for a moment. That speaker I can hear the hiss. Nothing there. I think that identifies the next challenge here. I'm kind of looking at a boring view of that. Ah, it's much more exciting. Look at that. Well, just so you know, reverse switch down here. FM. This setting in the middle. What would that be? That would be you have not selected FM, AM, phono, or tape. Hey, what's this mono and simultan switch? Let's fool around with that one. You know, a dirty switch could cause these kinds of things. You filthy, dirty switch, you. Okay. So we want to hear it. We'll go back to AM. Oh, I'm on nothing right now. So we'll go to AM. Volume down. AM. Yeah, gives us lots of sound. You might be able to hear that in the stereo system I use. That's going back and forth. Try this. So if this switch is in the middle, let me look at it again. Okay. There it is. Losing track of things. So if that switch is in the middle, again, you're picking nothing. Mono. Mono does not produce it out of both channels. I mean, this is mono now. Anyway, it's FM. The answer is no. It's all over here on the right. That's the left. That was my CB radio coincidentally making a funny sound. So we know we can throw the signal back and forth with this guy. We don't know where he is in the circuit of things. And, oh, I just turned it off. That's okay. Because I think that's the right thing to do at this point, is turn it off and run away. It's really. So, we'll have to start troubleshooting the receiver for one channel. Now, did I notice that before when I was checking it out? I don't remember it being a one channel unit. Maybe I just failed to make the observation, or. Okay, well, thanks a lot for watching. So far, it's another slugfest I'm having here in the shop. So, see you on the next video.